Hey guys. Okay, so let me mic up. But I wanted to come on today and just talk. I might do a live, excuse me, a live video. Just to talk to you ladies and see what's going on with you. And see if some of you ladies are experiencing some of the things that I'm experiencing in my middle age. Because this is a transitional time, I guess you could say. At least for me, it's a transitional time. Aging is not for the weak. Okay. I've heard things about aging, and it's from the perspective of others. It's never been from my personal experience. I mean, there's things that I've been through in my life that, you know, brought me to where I am today, and I'm thankful for it. I'm thankful for those experiences making me out to be the person that I am, which I know going through things now in this transition is going to help me become the senior citizen that I'm about to become, because I'm about to be a senior citizen soon. Yeah. So, and I feel it. Okay. So the reason why I came on camera today is just to kind of talk a little bit briefly about a couple of things that I'm experiencing with aging. Okay. I know this YouTube game is for a lot of, I see a lot of young stuff going on here on YouTube, and I don't really see a lot of women talking about the effects of aging, how it affects their health, their relationships, their children, their grandchildren, yes, grandchildren, like the emotional changes you go through, how it affects your attitude. So I don't really see a lot of that discussed. And I'd like to talk about it because I'd like some support, you know, in going through this process, if that's possible. If I have some other ladies who are going through some of the same things that I'm going through, I would like to, be able to communicate and talk to them and share some things, and have you guys share some things with me, maybe that might help us through it. So one of the things that I wanted to talk about is my health. So I've always, and well, at least in the last probably several years, I've been very conscious of my health. And I've been working out. I've been trying to eat as healthy as I possibly can without, not enjoying myself. So, I've been a little focused on my health. I've been trying to do the right things. I've been trying to stay as active as possible, working out, doing strength training. I even started doing yoga because I was told that would benefit my heart, and it would also help with high blood pressure and all the things that go along with aging. And just to, as a side note, I do have those things. It's hereditary. It's in my family. The whole spiel, the whole black people spiel, the high blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease, all that. I got that from both sides. So my father died of heart disease. My grandmother died of heart disease. Both of my grandmothers died of heart disease. My grandfather died of heart disease. My other granddaddy died of heart disease and cancer. So, it's hereditary. My mother has, some issues with it as well. She's still living, thank you, Lord. So it runs in my family, and I know that, the genetics are there. Regardless of what I do to stay healthy, is inevitable. I'm going to probably have those issues, which I do have to have blood pressure issue now. And regardless of exercise, regardless of diet, I still have it. So I was told I got it. I got it because I got the genetics. I'm just going to have it. So as I'm aging, a lot of things are coming out. So another thing that's coming out, and I just found out, I had my yearly mammogram. I was at my primary care doctor, and she did all the things, checked everything. And of course I gained weight. you know, and I was like, where the fuck that came from? Because I haven't changed my diet. I haven't, you know, I've still been active. No reason for me to gain that much weight. I mean, I gained, for me, a significant amount of weight, like 20 pounds, right? So she's like, ooh, this is concerning, you know, 20 pounds. I'm like, yeah, that's a lot, you know, and nothing's changed. What's going on? Is there something else going on? Well, you know, menopause. Okay, menopause. Okay, I get it. You gain weight during menopause. So that's another thing I got to deal with. However, she also, you know, wanted to check my thyroid because she said, you know, that a lot of times if our thyroid is not, you know, if our thyroid is having issues, you know, you have certain signs. And she said that my thyroid felt swollen, so she wanted to do an ultrasound. So I said, okay, great. So I did an ultrasound and I also did the mammogram. Okay, so did that. She had already requested that I do a ultrasound on my thyroid at my last year's checkup, but I never did it. I just got too busy and I just totally forgot about the ultrasound. But this time I didn't forget because she scheduled my mammogram and my ultrasound for my thyroid together. So I did that. Well, wouldn't you know it, I get a call from the doctor's office. Oh, we found something. Thyroid has a nodule on it, so you need to see a specialist about your thyroid. So I have an appointment coming for that. The reason why I'm sharing that is because one of the symptoms of hypothyroidism, hypo, not hyper. Hypo is when the thyroid isn't producing the hormone that your body needs to sufficiently metabolize stuff, right? So it does a lot of things, but that's one of the things, right? So if you gain weight, your metabolism is not doing what it's supposed to do. That's why you're gaining weight. Also, it makes your hair thin, which is another problem I was having. I thought it was coming from the blood pressure medicine. Not only that, it makes you extremely tired, which is something that I've been dealing with for the last several months. I mean, tired to the point that I just feel exhausted, regardless of what I do, regardless of what vitamins I take. I exercise and feel exhausted. Before I would exercise and exercising would give me energy. This time exercising just makes me, you know, it makes me tired. So I've been experiencing a lot of exhaustion and tiredness and stuff like that. So another thing is like your period is irregular. All of the symptoms I was having, all the symptoms I am having. So I have to see a specialist soon regarding my thyroid. I'm pretty sure that he or she is gonna tell me, you know, you have hypothyroid, which I check. I mean, I check every box. I check all of the boxes, and there's a nodule there, so we are concerned with it being. Hopefully, it's benign. They say most of them are. You know, it's just maybe some overgrown cell growth there. I'm hoping it's not cancer or anything like that. So, you know, as you're aging, all kinds of stuff. I shared it to say, as you're aging, all kinds of stuff come up. I don't care how healthy you think you are. I don't care how much exercising you do. I don't care how much eating right you do. Sometimes if it's in the cards for your ass, it's in the cards for you, you know, and I'm not going to say there's nothing you can do about it. It's just, I don't think that we should and I'm trying not to do that myself, is beat ourselves up because we've been doing all the right things and checking all the boxes and trying to stay healthy and trying to, you know, take care of ourselves, and then bam, you know, you feel like you've done it all for nothing because you find out, what was the point of doing all this shit if I'm gonna get this anyway? I might as well eat what the fuck I want, you know? So that's kind of, you know, oh shit, hold on. That's kind of how I feel about it, in a sense. But, you know, I don't drink, I don't smoke, you know, I don't even, you know, I don't smoke weed, I don't do any of that shit. I don't even like socially drink. I mean, I really don't. At this point, I'm a non-drinker. I might, when my girlfriends are around, I might drink a little something with them, but I don't drink. I don't do that stuff for real. So, yes, I'm still, getting shit. Still getting shit. Okay. So, I also wanted to touch on, as we age as, older ladies, the effects of relationships, how your friendships and your relationships change. At least for me, mine they're changing. I used to have a circle. Now I got a dash. I don't have a circle. You used to have a circle of friends, and now, I don't even have, I ain't got a semicircle. I ain't got a U. I ain't got a C. I ain't got none of that shit. I got a dash. So, and the reason why is because, people outgrow people, right? And what's happened for me personally is I feel like this. In order to, at this stage in my life, if you don't bring value to my life, what's the point? And I hate to sound harsh like that, but you get to a point where you get tired of people using you. You get tired of people, leaning on you for the answers. You get tired of people, always thinking that you're the one that's supposed to bail them out or got their back and all that shit. And I'm like, well, when do I do that? When is that reciprocated? When am I going to be in a position where I can lean on you? Because I'm getting tired. All that leaning is about to make me fall. I ain't going to fall. I'm just going to stop. How about that? So I've gotten to the point that, I just feel like a lot of relationships aren't even worth it. It's just like, what's the point of, having friendships if they're not of value, And when I say value, I don't mean monetarily either. I mean value like you're adding something to my life that I wouldn't have without you. Or you're giving me something that that I can grow from. Right? And I'm not 20, I'm not 30, I'm not 40. So at this point in my life, it's just like, if you're not really trying to grow, or you're not really trying to progress in life, and you're just kind of like stuck in the past, especially that stuck in the past shit, I hate that. I can't stay there with you. I can't stay there with you. I'm not the person I used to be. I'm never going to be her again. That time has come and gone. I am who I am now, and I'm probably going to progress into something else, right? So if we can't, be here now, how are we going to be here as I'm progressing, right? Not going to happen. But I just found that a lot of my friendships, I have let go, because I started to reevaluate them and say, you know what? This ain't really bringing no value to my life. So what's the point? This person don't check on me like I check on them. Wonder why? Let me tell you why. Because you're not as important to them as you think you are. Sometimes people only want to reach out to you when they need you. Sometimes people only want to reach out to you if there's some type of gain in their life by contacting you, to help them with some shit. So, I've always been that person where I helped everybody, and I've always been supportive to everyone. But I'm just at the point now where I'm tired of doing that and being that for everybody. So it's time for me to look out for me. So, like I said, I'm just at that point in my life now, but I can't do it no more. I'm tired. So yeah, so just wanted to talk about a couple of things, and just like, kids, being middle-aged, you have adult children. I know it's some of you ladies who are right there with me, who have adult children, who have adult shit to go along with them being an adult, and they need you in a bigger capacity than they ever needed you before as a child, teenager, any of that shit. They come with adult issues and problems. So I'm already being pulled by my adult children that I just don't have it in me for no grown ass person that's coming with all this bullshit and problems when I'm trying to guide my kids through some shit. You know, I'm trying to guide my kids and my grandkids through stuff. I don't have time to be bailing you the fuck out. I just don't have that anymore. And I'm just tired. And I'm coming to the realization that I'm tired, and I'm just ready to cut so many people off to the point where I ain't gonna have no friends. Y'all gonna probably be my only friends. Oh, fucking you too. Cause in real life, shorty tired. You know, I'm tired. I'm motherfucking tired. So yeah. So anyway, you know, and that just leads me into the next thing, which is the emotional changes that you go through. You know, as a middle-aged woman, you know, I'm going through the menopause or I've been in perimenopause stage for so long. I think it's ridiculous, you know, but I haven't gone through full-blown menopause yet. But I am having the symptoms of menopause, you know, and along with that comes, you know, I just don't have the tolerance. You know, I don't have the patience or the tolerance for bullshit. And you know, I hate to be so direct, but I don't hate to be direct, because I feel like if I'm not direct, you're gonna waste my time and I'm gonna waste yours. So what the fuck are we doing? So I'm to the point in life where I'm very direct. A lot of people, you know, might take it as being, you know, being a bitch or being, you know, being a jerk, but I'm not being a jerk or a bitch. I'm just telling you what I see. I'm asking you what you want from me so I can know exactly what we're doing. You know, I don't have a whole lot of time to waste like that. You know, when I was younger, I would do a lot of that fluff talk. I don't do all that shit no more. Now I'm like, what the fuck do you want? Because then I can tell you if I can do it or not. You know what I'm saying? We can be on the same page, because it's a you want some shit and I got to figure out I want to give it to you or whatever. Because if you come to me, it got to be you want something from me. So, you know, I've gotten to the point that I don't beat around the bush anymore. I'm very direct. And some people can take it, some people can't. You know, and I do understand, you know, if it comes off as not, you know, not having any tact. But yeah, I just don't, I don't have a lot of tolerance anymore like I used to. I used to have more patience and tolerance. I don't really have a lot of that anymore. And, you know, I just don't. Now, along with that, you know, some people might think of it as, you know, I got an attitude, or oh, she got an attitude, but I don't have an attitude. I just don't have time for your fuckery. I just don't, and I don't give a fuck. I really don't care, you know, and I really don't care. I've gotten to that point in my life. I don't give a shit. I really don't. I don't care what other people think. I don't. Hey, if you're not directly involved in my day to day, then what you say, that's cool. That's cool. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. You can feel how you feel. But I am really at that stage of life where I really don't give a fuck. You know, I really don't. And you know, being married, you know, my husband will ask me from time to time, you know, do I still love him like I used to? And my response is, I don't. I don't. Because I know you don't love me like you used to, because I'm not the bitch I used to be. I'm hoping you love me differently because I'm a new, different person. And like I told him, I don't love you like I used to, because you're no longer that guy that I used to love that way. I love you as the person that you are now, and I love you differently, if that makes any sense. Because I don't rely on you to be this, you know, big, strong, masculine, you know, alpha guy that you once were when you were younger, you know. But you know, the man that you are now, you're more sensitive, you're more caring, you're more patient. You got more, you know, got more tolerance for me. You don't go back and forth with me like we used to. So I love you differently, you know. And I'm glad, because I've gotten to the point that I'm more direct, and it takes a certain type of spouse to deal with a direct person. And I don't mean to hurt your feelings. I just want to make sure that I'm saying, you know, I'm giving you what you need. So I'm very direct in my responses. I'm very direct in my ask. I'm very direct in my conversations. So he's grown to appreciate that. grown to understand that I'm not being mean. I'm not being offensive. I really am just trying to get to the point because I just don't like to beat around the bush. I don't like all that nonsense. I mean, that's just not me. So I told him I love him differently because you are able to understand that and have patience with that. And you have patience with me and everything that I'm going through in this transition of life, because I am transitioning into a senior citizen. I'm transitioning into an old bitch. So anyway, I say all those things to say that if you transition to an old bitch, let me know. Let's talk about it. I like to do a live, and me and you ladies can talk about some of the things that y'all experiencing, with aging, and, how your relationships have changed, how your health has probably changed. Because I'm like, I know I ain't the only one going through this. And I got a couple of, girlfriends and stuff that I still, like I said, I got a dash of people that I still deal with and stuff. But, they're busy. They're ladies who, they got their own businesses. They are very busy as well. So we get together and we do our thing, but it's sporadic because of time. But you guys are my friends too. So if you want to discuss these topics, let me know, because I really want to talk to y'all about it, because I want to do this whole live thing and I want to communicate, back with y'all, right then. Not just seeing the responses in the comments, which I appreciate, but I want to have a dialogue. I want to have a dialogue with y'all. And see, just like I took nothing. These motherfuckers. These. My eyesight is so fucking bad. I done took my glasses off, and I swear, all I see is blurriness. It's as blurry as a bitch. I can't see nothing. It's just so bad. It's to the point that my grandkids laugh at me because I can't see shit. And I'm constantly telling them, what that say? Read that for me. Get that over there. What is that? Constantly. And I also do this too. I don't know if y'all do this, but I do this. I call my grandkids different names. I call my kids different names. Fuck. I call my sister my daughter name. I just give them a different whole goddamn name. I call one of my grandson's name is Khalil. Then I have another grandson whose name is Caden. So I call Caden Khalil, Caden. I'm like, shit, you know who the fuck I'm talking about. you over there, that one right there. Oh, my grandkids think I'm crazy, but that's another thing I enjoy. I enjoy my grandchildren. I enjoy being a grandmother. I really am trying to embrace the transition. I embrace the change from mother to grandmother. I'm just having a difficult time embracing the change that my body is going through, that my emotions are going through. You know what I'm saying? I'm having a hard time with that part. So, like I said, I go see a specialist soon about my thyroid, but at least now I do have some answers as to some of the things that were happening with me physically. And I knew I went crazy. I kept saying, there is no way that I could have gained 20 pounds in 1 year without no diet change, without no, exercise and changes and all that stuff. I was like, there is no way. I still work out. I still eat the same. Nothing's changed. How the fuck did I gain 20 pounds? There you go. But if your thyroid is out of whack and is not producing the hormone that regulates metabolism, then of course you're going to gain weight. And of course your hair's going to fall out and get thin. I'm like, my hair ain't never looked like this before. I was like, I knew I was going to age. I knew it was going to eventually happen, but god damn. No. So I'm hoping, and I'm very optimistic that once I get the thyroid condition under control, I will see and feel like myself again, because I really miss feeling energetic. I really do. I miss having energy. I mean, I just feel drained all the time. So that's another reason why you guys don't really see a lot of me, because when I'm working and stuff, I'm just so tired when I get home. I'm just so tired that I just can't do it. I get into bed. Once I eat, take me a shower, I'm done. So yeah, So anyway, I'm rambling, but like I said, I want to talk to you guys live. So please give me some feedback. Let me know if y'all want to talk about some of these topics, because I really need somebody to have a dialogue with. I want to do the live thing. So hopefully I will see you guys soon, and hopefully it will be live. Okay? Let me know. All right. Bye, y'all. I can't see where the button is.